Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for checking out this video here on Shows, Style, and Spirit. I am Ebony, of course, and for this video, we're going to talk about all things the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion, including its trailer that just dropped today. And also, we're going to get into the reunion looks, as you can see, and we're going to talk about some tea that was spilled over on Kempire's YouTube channel. Be sure to check him out. He is amazing. One of my all-time favorite YouTubers, love Kempire, and including talking about the tea that was spilled over on his channel, we're going to take a look back at Karen Huger's body cam footage. We're going to listen to a short snippet because between the body cam footage and the reunion trailer, it does suggest that Karen Huger may be protecting someone. Now, before we get into these Potomac topics, I ask that you please hit the like button on this video and please subscribe to the channel. And everything that I'm saying in this video is alleged and just my opinion. And the Copyright Act of 1976 says that my fair use commentary on these sound bites are allowed. Because anything Bravo or NBC Universal, they will flag your video. Oh my gosh. So I am definitely declaring fair use commentary. I'm not going to play the straight video, just the audio with still shots for you all. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to talk about the reunion looks, as you can see, and we're going to start off with Stacey Rush. She is a newbie this current season 9 of the Real Housewives of Potomac. And she has had this boyfriend, TJ, which we're going to hear about some tea being spilled on him at the reunion. And Kempire had some tea also on him. We're going to get into that in a moment. But I love Stacey's mermaid dress. As you can see, the theme was white or ivory for the reunion. And Stacey's dress looks great. It kind of almost looks like a wedding dress. Some women may wear that as a wedding dress. I think that it fits her curves perfectly. She has an amazing body. And the white looks great on her chocolate skin. She is gorgeous. She's from Detroit also. And I love the mermaid style. And also I feel like she's showing just enough cleavage where it looks sexy, but definitely not sleazy. And her makeup is great. It's not too heavy, even with the red lip. That looks sexy as well, not sleazy. Her hair looks okay, nothing to shout about. Perhaps she wanted very simple hair, sleek, straight out of her face. Definitely that's what it's giving. Kudos to you, Stacey, especially on your very first reunion. You look great. Then we have Giselle Bryant. I believe that this is the best that Giselle has ever looked for a reunion. In my opinion, Giselle is going for a look that's very fresh, vibrant, energetic. She has long, bright pink nails, which is definitely the style now. And her dress, it hugs all of her curves. Her having the side cutouts and the one strap asymmetric, it kind of gives me circa, 90s, early 2000s Toni Braxton when she would work the red carpet and attend award shows. And she would wear dresses with the cutouts and the one straps and the splits up to her hip. Toni Braxton used to definitely push the envelope, if you will, with her awards gowns. And that's what Giselle is giving me. And again, I think this is the best she's ever looked out of all 9 seasons. She is an OG over on Potomac. And her makeup looks fresh. Her hair looks like it normally does. So she didn't go for broke. She stayed safe, but definitely went for a youthful, fresh look. And it does work. Great job, Giselle. Now, my favorite on the Real Housewives of Potomac, and who I consider to be best dressed for the reunion, is Dr. Wendy Osefo. Her gown is more ivory than white, in my opinion, and it hugs her curves. I love the one strap, very fashionable. The girls are sitting up nicely. I love the split mid-thigh, and I love the strappy sandals. I think that she looks very classic, very chic. I love the makeup. It's not too heavy. And I love the hair. Definitely, not some long expected weave down her back, but it's giving news anchor, White House correspondent hair. And I love it. I respect it. And so Dr. Wendy, she looks fantastic. Now, Ashley Darby, the dress is okay. I don't have a problem with the dress. I guess for the posing of the photo, she has the white fur. That kind of takes me back to like Shaft or one of the 70s black exploitation films. Rest in peace to Richard Roundtree. I'm expecting him to like walk out and say to her, "It is my duty to please that booty." And I don't like Ashley's hair. I guess she's trying to work a swoop bang, but only Aaliyah can do that. Rest in peace to her as well. And so Ashley looks okay. Nothing really penetrates the soul with her look. Then we have Kiarna. I love Kiarna's look. It's giving 1920s Josephine Baker, the banana dance. And I love like the hair in the front, almost like a finger wave. And that reminded me of Josephine Baker. And I love the strapless look. That was super duper popular, especially like in the 90s. Mariah Carey would always wear like tube tops. And so I love Kiarna's dress. I think that it's great, very vintage classic. I love it. So Mia is in the top right corner. As you can see, she is seated on one of the reunion sofas. Now, this is some of the tea that Kempire shared in his live today. He said that the reason why we do not have a formal photo of Mia, but she's seated on the couch, is because after everyone was coming at her for the alleged lies of her love triangle with her husband, Gordon, and her Ninja Inc., Mia allegedly stormed off the reunion stage, never to return. So that's why there is no formal photo of her in her reunion look. She too is rocking like some waves, like some finger waves. I think that's dope. Definitely reminds me of the 90s. And I know that even in the 90s, it was like coming back from a former time. And it looks like the top of her dress is pretty. She's voluptuous. So she's definitely rocking the cleavage. And that's pretty much all that I can say. And friend Jazzy Rideau, she is in the lower right-hand corner. I noticed she's not even smiling. I was like, is she happy? I hope she's okay. Her dress looks nice, hugging her curves, definitely snatched at the waist. And yeah, I have no complaints about it. What did you think of the reunion looks? And who was your favorite look for the Real Housewives of Potomac Season 9 reunion? So let's move on. So, oh my gosh. So we all know that Karen Huger did not attend this current season's reunion because she went to rehab after being found guilty of the DUI charge that she received last year. She's devastated over the guilty verdict. As you all know, she fired her legal team, the legal team that we saw on the show, and she has hired a new legal team, and she has gone off to rehab. And I'm sure, I hope it is more sincere than what I'm guessing in my mind, but I'm guessing this is also a strategy to show the judge that she is in good faith trying to not drive drunk again ahead of her sentencing, to try and soften the heart of the judge. That would be my guess. And so during the reunion trailer, they also showed, all of the headlines when she was found guilty. And Andy Cohen asked the ladies about their reaction. And so now I want to get into the trailer and what they say, and then I will come back with my commentary. So please hit the like button. Here we go.
There's an elephant in the room that we need to address. Karen, the grand dog, is not with us. She sent a message. Let's take a look. That made you cry?
As much as I hate her, I love her. I think it's just sad.
Haven't seen that. It all adds up. And now I can confidently say that is not my friend.
Next time, the Real Housewives of Potomac Season 9 reunion.
Kim can't believe her nails. Like, what is this?
New year.
You're just acting crazy. I've never had someone put their bunions on my countertop.
Oh. Yeah, Karen, get a good view of these here bunions.
You had this plan of you and ink. It backfired on you. And so you said, let me drop ink.
Let me pretend to drop ink. No contrition. I said what I said. Exploiting your family. That's what it feels like. You're a liar. How dare you?
We're going to talk about Miami.
Let's talk about Miami.
There's nothing worse than like a shame spiral, and I feel like you're in one.
They said you're on the show with Karen. She comes here every single day and she gets drunk.
One of these journalists had messaged me that there had been a person in the car with Karen who fled. Her boyfriend.
If she goes to jail, how will she do?
Not
Terrible.
well.
Like you can't wear your wig.
Hey, what's going on, right?
Eddie actually FaceTimed with TJ to see why he's not here. And TJ said,
What?
it is a lie. TJ would never say
Oh, TJ
that.
said that on camera.
Bring Eddie out! Bring Eddie out!
What would Karen think about this?
The Real Housewives of Potomac 3-part reunion starts February 16th on Bravo and streaming on Peacock.
There's an elephant in
Okay, so that was the audio from the reunion trailer. And again, with Bravo, NBC, anything under that NBC Universal umbrella, they do not want you playing their video. So took some still shots for you and played the audio. That is coming from Bravo's Instagram page, and you can catch the trailer there. You can also see it on, I believe, like the Bravo Shade Room. It's over on all sorts of blogs on Instagram. So the ladies, I wanted to show, there was a lot in this trailer of their raw reaction to things and just being super duper shocked when discussing Karen's DUI, when talking about Stacey Rush's boyfriend, TJ. TJ, who is an actor, okay? And there is some tea that Kempire spilled, and I believe he attributed his source to be TV Deets. TV Deets reportedly submitted a blind item. And in case you don't know, a blind item is when a blog said, you know, they'll say like some details on a Real Housewife, but they won't say the name. And then it's up to all of the viewers of the show to try and guess who it is. Well, according to Kempire, according to TV Deets, the reason why TJ did not attend the reunion is because he is allegedly 2 months behind. Stacey is 2 months behind on payments to TJ for being her pretend boyfriend. So according to Kempire, according to TV Deets, TJ did not attend the reunion because Stacey is 2 months behind on payments to him for being her pretend boyfriend. That is crazy. But did you really think that they were real boyfriend and girlfriend? I do not. I feel like they're buddies, they're cool, and for whatever reason, Stacey wasn't comfortable appearing single on the show. She's also going through a divorce, so that could be playing a role in her not being comfortable in her own skin to the extreme extent that she would ask a friend, a buddy, to pretend to be her boyfriend on camera. And oh my gosh, Stacey, I hope you're not paying him, girl. That is just like beyond pathetic. And you would be, you know, shaming all of the desperate women out there. I hope that you are not paying TJ. And if you are, you need to get a refund because he's not doing a good job at acting like he is your man. There's no chemistry between you two. No affection whatsoever, and we're just not buying it, okay? So let's get into Karen's DUI. I'm going to back up for a moment. So there is the body cam footage. I know you all checked it out. I did. I made a short video on it where I talked about Karen being condescending to the officer. He was trying to do an investigation. She wouldn't answer his questions. She said she didn't have to. I'm paraphrasing. And Ray Huger, her husband, when he appeared on the scene, he was trying his best to answer the questions, but it was obvious he didn't know the exact location where Karen was hanging out. He didn't know, and he didn't really know what she had to drink. And so after the officer gets tired of her bull, then, he places her under arrest. And Ray was like, oh my gosh, please, please. He didn't want anything to happen to his wife. But let's go ahead and get into this body cam footage. Now, we all know that Karen was lit. She even said it, that she was lit. And also, she is kind of mumbling because she's lit. So I'm going to play the body cam footage, and then I will come back and expound upon what she said. And you all may have peeped this when you watch the body cam footage, but it was just something so interesting because in that trailer, Ashley said that someone told her that another person was in the car with Karen. And allegedly this person fled, after the car crashed. But it's something that Karen is going to say. All right, so let's go ahead and take a listen.
But don't go over there right now.
Okay.
All right.
Where's your point?
My point is I have an investigation to do as a police officer.
I expect that.
Yeah, let them do this investigation. You had an accident, just thank God you're not hurt bad or anything like that.
Can I conduct some field sobriety on you, ma'am?
And we'll make the
No,
best
sir.
of it.
No.
You cannot.
All right.
Are we good?
I think we could be good. We had an accident. You probably did have a couple of beers. You didn't see the media.
No, I didn't try to call you there.
Oh,
For them to stop. How loud?
all right.
Incredible. The security you hired for me.
So was he?
No.
Was he here?
I will talk to him.
You can talk to him, but you're not going anywhere.
No, what you will not do is tell me what I can't do.
All right, I want to play
Go.
No,
No.
you cannot.
Okay, so Ray is trying to speak for her because her speech is slurred. She's mumbling. She's giving the officer some pushback, a lot of pushback. And he's like, oh, I think it was a matter of you had a couple of beers and you drove. And she says, but I didn't drive. Security drove. And Ray was like, were they here? So let's play it again.
Are we good?
I think we could be good. We had an accident. You probably did have a couple of beers. You didn't see the media.
No, I didn't try to call you there.
Oh,
For them to stop. How loud?
all right.
Incredible. The security you hired for me.
So
Okay, so she says, I didn't drive. This is the body cam footage that's a little over 27 minutes. I Googled Karen Huger body cam footage 30 minutes, and it's the very first story. It's like, it must be Fox DC, I think. And so it is just under 8 minutes where the officer is trying to ask, can I conduct a field sobriety test? And there's a little bit of conversation, and then probably like at 8 minutes and maybe 25 seconds, she says, I didn't drive. So who is Karen Huger protecting? In the trailer, Mia says it was her boyfriend, but she says it was security, and Ray played along kind of good. He was like, oh, were they here? He didn't act shocked like he had never heard that before. So I don't know if security is like a code name for her side boyfriend. I don't know if they have an open marriage or it's just open on Karen's end. This is a long time rumor that Cherie started and Karen or Giselle kind of carried the torch, and Robin when she was on the show. Oh, I hope Robin doesn't come back. But there is that rumor that, she dates people on the side or has someone on the side. So if he is security, why would he leave her after such a serious accident? But she said she did not drive. So where did they go? Did they flee because they do not have a current driver's license? Did they flee because they've had DUIs before and they too were drunk? Did they flee because they knew like police were going to be on the scene and Ray was going to show up? Like, why did they flee? Who is this other person? So if Bravo brings Karen Huger back to the show, that will be her storyline. I don't think she wants that to be her storyline, but the ladies are going to grill her to get more information about what she said in that body cam footage. What do you think that was about when Karen said, I didn't drive? Now, there's also another scenario for me. Was she so drunk that she said she didn't drive? Was that like her subconsciously trying to like defend herself? And she said she didn't drive? That's a possibility as well. If she was so lit that she was like, oh, I didn't drive, and she did. But what do you all think? Do you think she was just drunk and she said the wrong thing? Do you think that someone else was in the car with her? And if you think there was someone else in the car, do you think it was her man, or do you think it was actually security? I do feel like the reunion is going to be really good based off of the trailer. So this season 9, it's not the best season, but is it better than season 7 and 8? Yes. Season 7, when Giselle tried to say that she felt uncomfortable, like Candace Dillard Bassett's husband, Chris Bassett, was being inappropriate with her. I didn't like that because it just felt like she was creating something out of thin air as a storyline. And last season is like so forgettable. Like I can't even remember like what happened. I don't even remember. It was just bad. And season 7, I believe, was also the season where Mia assaulted Wendy. She threw the drink at her and then hit her with her purse. I did not like that. And then they all made excuses for her because Giselle and Robin did not like Wendy. So I didn't like those last 2 seasons of Potomac. I thought that it went really dark. And like Bravo, they will try to bring the light back in. And that is something that KRE over on OWN, he has yet to learn that. So I was thinking about making a video about some major, major serious issues that both LAMH experienced, just like the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, and just compare how Bravo and OWN handled them completely different and really dropped the ball. We've all discussed this before about when it comes to DRUG addiction. And on the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, watching the reunion, I'm in tears. And I feel like on LAMH, it was just set up to be a joke, a circus. Complete opposite presentations of the same topic. But what did you all think of the Real Housewives of Potomac trailer? I thank you so much for checking out this video. Please hit the like button on this video and please subscribe to the channel. We made it to the weekend. Hallelujah. It's been a fantastic Friday. And I watched a Tubi movie after work because one of my classmates texted me and said, "You're My Person" is entertaining. And it was. That girl was psycho. I don't know what it is about Tubi, but when they write a character to be crazy, they are crazy. Way crazier than the lady in The Hand That Rocks the Cradle. I'm talking beyond. But You're My Person. She was psycho. Check out the movie. It is good. If you want to watch a Tubi movie with a psycho kid, there is Adopted. He was crazy, and Drew Sidora was in that one. And if you like crime, if you like power, you'll like The Dirty D on Tubi. And one of my classmates, I've said this in a previous video, he stars in some episodes and he directs some episodes as well. So The Dirty D is good, definitely entertaining. It's episodic and it has 3 seasons. So yeah, go on over to Tubi. It's free and entertain yourself this weekend. And I just said how the snow was melting yesterday, and then we got snow today. So I definitely stayed indoors, but I'm going to head on out tomorrow because it's the weekend, so I have to get out. But I will talk with you all soon. Bye.